Welcome. This is Speaking of Settlements. I'm Scott Drake on the Legal Broadcast Network, and we welcome back to the studio Kelly Ramsdale of Kelly Ramsdale and Associates in New Mexico and Oklahoma. Kelly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We're going to begin with the basics today. Kelly, what exactly is a structured settlement?
Basically, what that is, it's taking payments over time. And when I meet with folks, I kind of walk them through this scenario of, most states have lottery systems, and when you go in on a Saturday night and you buy your lottery ticket and they say, hey, do you want $1 million in cash tomorrow, or do you want $2 million in cash over your lifetime? It's very similar to that, except for you can do a lot of amazing things with them. You can address a lot of needs that you would have over a long term.
Kelly, who's your typical client?
Actually, I don't really have a typical client. I have a really broad range of structures that I build for folks, but obviously mostly they're injured. A lot of times I'll have widows or families that I'm trying to take care of. But a typical injured injured person might be somebody who traumatic brain injuries. I get those a lot, where the wife cannot work, the husband, may or may not be in the case. A lot of times, as you know, in horrific injury cases, the families break up. So actually, a lot of times my main client is the woman, whether her husband was killed, whether the baby, they had a birth trauma baby and the husband couldn't deal with it and he leaves. So a lot of times it's women with catastrophically injured children. We have to worry about keeping them eligible for public benefits. That's a concern we have. Trying to make the structured settlement personalized for that actual family. That's an important thing.
Well, Kelly, it sounds like a big part of what you do is getting to personally know your clients.
That is very true, and I tell people that when I get a call from an attorney, that's usually how I get my cases. One of the first things I do is, I have a question sheet. Let me get some information on them. But when can I meet them? I can't do my job, and oftentimes I get people who find me on the internet and they'll say, hey, can you just send me some numbers? I say it, kind of tongue-in-cheek, that any monkey can run numbers in our world, but it's true. You cannot build a plan for somebody's life without knowing them pretty darn well, spending time with them, asking them a lot of questions. What is it that you want this money to do for you? What do you need it to do for you? And listen to them and find out what's important to them, because in the 13 years now I've been doing this, I have no idea what's important from one person to the next, and it varies actually more than a person would think. I get attorneys sometimes who call me and say, hey, just run me some monthly numbers for this case, and really don't want me to talk to the people too much, and I think that's not really doing the best job I could do for them. The attorneys that say, hey, all right, come on in, educate them, and build something for them, go to it. Go build something perfect, for their life. That's when I do the best job. When I meet with them, I tell them I need a wish list. What is it that you want in cash? Take care of all these incidentals in cash. What is it that you want this money to do for you? People take some in cash, some in a structure typically, and I tell them you need to have some cash to go do what you need to do. A lot of that's psychological. Just go and do what you need to do after what you've been through. But for the structure part, I tell them, what is it that keeps you up at night when you're lying in bed at night and there's something that people think about? What is it that keeps you up at night? And I send them with homework and I say, I need you to write a list. Just write this list and think about all these things. Is it braces on your kid's 14th birthday? Is it taking care of, college for your kids? Is it buying a new van every 5 years for your injured husband? Is it, I had a guy who had a traumatic brain injury who the only thing that really brought him joy, we built him monthly payments, but the thing that brought him the most joy was putting his wife on the back of his hog and driving off to Sturgis every summer. We built it in. We can do that, but I can't do that unless I get to know the family. So it's a huge thing in my book, if I can get access. to them.
Kelly, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Scott, for having me.
She is Kelly Ramsdale with Kelly Ramsdale and Associates in New Mexico and Oklahoma. And this is Speaking of Settlements on the Legal Broadcast Network.